Hey guys. Oof. Oh, another long day. Just a moment. Just gonna get. Oh my goodness. I don't realize how my hair is thinning until I see these streams. All right. How am I looking? Am I looking pretty clear? Pretty good tonight. I reset my modem. I did all the stuff you're supposed to do in order to have a nice picture. I don't know. How's it looking? I'm looking fabulous. Well, thank you very much, Satoshi. I'm looking fabulous. Thank you. Clear as a bell. Excellent. Thank you, Ben. Oh, who else? Who's all here right now? Let's see. We've got Satoshi's here, David's here, Ben's here. A lot of the regulars. Wonderful. Just a moment. Let me close down any other windows that might be open. I don't want anything to mess up our stream today. All right. All right. That looks good. Jason's here. Wonderful. Thank you, Satoshi. You're breathtaking too. All right. Let's just pull up this real quick. All right. Excellent. And I'm just going to share the link to this very quickly with the Discord. If you guys aren't, if anyone here is not on the Discord, you should. It's good. It's a good chord to dis. Just a moment. Vinnk is live. That's me. All right. Good. All right. I've been saying all right a lot. I'm gonna try to stop that. Okay. Okay, at everyone, we are live. Send now. All right, that should do it. All right. So anyway, let's see. What's up, Vinnk? Hello, Jason. Jason, you once said the job you're in doesn't allow you to shave your head, right? No. I mean, not. I don't know. I might be able to get away with it. I'm not allowed to have a beard, though. Let's see. I'm viewing over my laptop. Good. Colin says, I done did it. What did you done did? Or is just the act of being here what you done did? Anyway, oh my goodness, it actually is. You make fun of people. I mean, you make fun of people sometimes for like saying like, oh, my system's collecting dust. But this 3DO is actually collecting dust. I have not played it for a while, and you can see the layer of it. Well, I mean, it's on the shelf, and since it's a front-loading system, I don't often need to move it, so it just has been actually collecting dust. All right. Sign your name to the dust? No, I don't think there's quite that much. But anyway, we got the 3DO tonight, and there's a lot. Wow, I didn't give this thread any sort of description whatsoever. I realize it just says Vinnk Plays 3DO. Usually, I put some hashity tags and things like that. Well, you know what? We're just going to play some 3DO tonight. So anyway, the 3DO I have is a FZ1 system by Panasonic, and I like how this 3DO looks. It's kind of the one that is like the 3DO design. But when I was living in America, I had an FZ10 system, which is the later like cost-effective model that didn't have the it was a top-loading tray or whatever. It had a lot less moving parts, probably more dependable as well. But I didn't think it looked as nice, so I got this one. I find it funny that Metal Gear Solid originally started as a 3DO title. It did it? Really? I mean, I know Police Knots is a 3DO title, but Kojima was planning to put Metal Gear on the 3DO? I'm not sure. Play Doom 3DO. I don't have Doom 3DO, actually. Although there's so much interesting stuff about how that one got made. So anyway, let's talk about the 3DO today. Okay, 3DO. Let's look at it first. Okay, this is my 3DO system right here by Panasonic, and it's pretty heavy. It's quite heavy. It was very expensive when it came out, so it should be heavy. It came out at, I believe, $599 or $699, something. It's got an AV expansion port here. This is where you could have put an MPEG card to get like MPEG video, which would be able to play, CDI style video CDs. On the back, we've got another expansion port. S-Video. S-Video was built right into it, which is kind of rare at the time. A and B mode select. I don't remember what that is. The 3DO is a region-free system, although there are a few games. I think only about 10 games or whatever, and a couple of demo discs that will not play on a U.S. system just because the Japanese system has the kanji character set in. Now, most games didn't use this because they just used their own custom fonts, or they saved the font pictures as bitmaps or something. So most of them didn't need to use those. So, but there are a couple games that are incompatible, but almost every game will work on every system. And any US game will work on a Japanese system. So if you want a 100% compatible system, just get a Japanese system. There was also a 3DO put out by Sanyo. There was a 3D put out by Gold Star. And there were a few other people who licensed the technology who never actually made them. Okay, controller. There's a large size controller and there's a smaller one. I don't even know which one this one is. And it has three main buttons, some shoulder buttons, a play button. Now, okay, this is one of the older ones because it's also got a headphone jack here and a volume slider. Do you see that right there? So, wasn't there a version of Wing Commander on the 3DO? Yes, there was. There was also a version of Super Wing Commander. There was Wing Commander 3, and I believe Wing Commander 4. I think those were the ones that were on, and they were all quite good. I had Wing Commander 3, which I really enjoyed. I had a lot of 3D, a lot of U.S. releases for 3DO in the United States that I never brought over to Japan. I need to bring those over at some point, someday. So actually, my 3DO library in Japan is actually quite small. I don't have a lot of games right now. One of the only ones that I brought over from the States, just because I found it while I was looking for some other stuff last time I was home, is Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This is the US version. I have a 6-button Capcom controller at home as well. Okay, so anyway, what does the controller connector look like? It's a very standard-looking guy. What is that, 9-pin? 9-pin, yep. It looks the same as a lot of other stuff. But here's something that's super interesting about it. You see the top of the controller? If I take this cap off right here, look at that. It is another port. Because the system itself has only one controller port, like the PC Engine. But unlike the PC Engine, since the controllers have that there, you can daisy chain a ton of controllers together. I think up to 8. Up to 8? I'd have to check on that. But yeah, I've never played with more than 4. I used 4 for playing Zadnost, the People's Party, which is a game I don't have here in Japan, but it's one of my favorite 3DO games. Great, great game. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, there's only one controller port on this ginormous system. It's an interesting choice, but I don't know. I was going to say it works for them, but I guess not. Yeah, but yeah, a headphone jack on there. That's very cool. There's an early photo of Fox on Terrace hidden in police notes. Really? That's interesting. Make an Xbox 360. Looks like, yeah, it looks like a Sega Genesis or Atari controller. I don't know if you could use one on the other. I don't know. I know you could use a Mega Drive controller on the Neo Geo, but I haven't heard of any other controllers being compatible with the 3DO. Wing Commander 3 is awesome. Thanks for the info. Yes, Wing Commander 3 is fantastic, and it looks really good on the 3DO too. Why is the console so large? I mean, it's quite heavy too. Like it doesn't seem to be empty space. My guess is that it actually did need to be this large. You've got your CD that's going to go in about this far. You know, and there's I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in there. It was quite advanced at the time. It'll play photo CDs right out of the box. You could add the expansion to do video CDs. It's got audio CD capability with visualizer. If you have any photo CD games, they should play right on the CD with no additional. I'm not going to fish those out right now. I'm going to do an episode of Famicom Dojo sometime about the completely system. Like, there are these games, these games that were put on photo CDs, so you can actually play them on the PCFX, the 3DO, the Sega Saturn, anything that supported the photo CD format. It's very cool. What's the homebrew scene for the 3DO? Very, very minimal. Which is, I mean, I guess I'm not sure why, because this thing will probably play burns very easy. There doesn't seem to be much disk protection. It's region free, but I guess it didn't sell very well, which I don't know. You know, there might be a bit of a homebrew scene right now, but when I looked into it about 10 years ago, when I was into that stuff, there was pretty much nothing, much like the Sega Saturn. I'm not sure why. I'd have to look into that, but I know there were at least a few homebrew things released, but like compared to like the Genesis or something like that, it just doesn't seem like it's that much. Yeah, it's possible that it's this big because customers expected it. I think it has a lot to do with cooling as well. There's a lot of vents on the side. If you can see right here, there's a lot, and I think at the time, you know, the processor was pretty advanced for a home system at the time. So get a Vectrex thing. I know the homebrew scene is crazy on the Vectrex. It's amazing, even though Vectrex, you know, never sold all that well. I find that a lot of systems that don't sell well have better homebrew scenes. Like the Jaguar has a really amazing homebrew scene. Really, really cool stuff on there. The 3DO never came to Australia, really. It's interesting. But anyway, 3DO, I like it. It failed because it was incredibly expensive. But it had tons of support. Like EA was all in on this, and they released a lot of really quite good games on it. Crystal Dynamics did some amazing things. It had the best home port of Samurai Shodown without buying actual SNK hardware. Hold on. Oh, I dropped something. It was not a good system for RPGs. It only had 2 that were released in the United States. Maybe, I mean, I guess if you count the D&D games, which were more of dungeon crawlers, I guess those could be RPGs too, but there were not a lot of RPG games. But Ben writes, I used to joke that the 3DO was released so my dad could tell me I wasn't allowed one. Hey, Squid Kitty, welcome. Welcome. But one thing that I really like it is I'm a big fan of Kenji Ino's games for Warp. You probably know his most famous one is D, and of course there was also D2 and Enemy Zero. Gosh, I guess those are the big ones. But he released Warp released all kinds of stuff for the 3DO. This came out in the US as a game called Trip D. But here it's called Flop on the Space Mutants by Warp. Warp is this company right here. And they released all kinds of weird stuff on the 3DO. Yeah, D. Let me pull up D. D is a very weird game, and it's got such a cool history behind it. Like D would never have been like allowed to release at this rating, except Kenji Eno like swapped out the masters like right before printing so that they would print, because it's got weird stuff in it like cannibalism, and there's all kinds of twisted stuff that would have really affected its rating or even whether it could come out. So read up about D. It's really interesting. D2 on Dreamcast is one of my favorite Dreamcast games. I know it gets a lot of crap, especially for the translation. Like you got 3 meats and things like that, but they were just ahead of the curve. Arby's is using that right now. I like the weird games. And anyway, the D game is weird, and D2 is weird, and Enemy Zero is weird and wonderful. Enemy Zero, I'll pull out a copy of that later. Great game, which was the ultimate troll because they demoed it during a PlayStation event and then switched the logo to Sega Saturn to show that he was abandoning Sony and moving to Sega during Sony's presser or something. It's ridiculous. I got to meet Kenji Eno once before he passed away at a party for the release of an iPhone game called Nutonica. It was during a Tokyo Game Show, and he was DJing. I only got to talk with him for 15 seconds, something like that. Just not long. I got his business card, which is one of my cherished possessions right now. And it was that same party that I met people from Brownie Brown who worked on Mother 3. Oh man, that was a good night. I met all of the guys from Skip. I got autographs. One of them gave me a T-shirt. Very cool. And then I met up with those guys the next year, and they signed my copy of Captain Rainbow and stuff like that. And that's like I'd love to name drop more, but that's about it. That's about it. That was like the coolest time for. I was at a party with Chris Collar from Wired was there, and he recognized me, which was weird. Stuff like that. Yeah, it was the party for release for an iPhone game, and back then that was a thing. And it was an iPhone game that released at $5. You know, no one pays anything for games anymore. Nutonica, you can't play it on phones anymore because the Apple updates their software, and since the developer has passed away, there's never going to be an update. So it's sad, but like unless you have a really old iPhone, you can't even play it. Hanging out with all these celebrities. Not really, but I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. But anyway, getting back to Warp, they made all kinds of weird games. Only 4 of their games were ever released in the United States. This one came out, although they took out all the cool stuff. They took out all the trolling, basically. And they changed to Tripped, and then D2, and Enemy Zero. And all of their other games stayed exclusive to Japan, and most of them stayed exclusive to the 3DO. And one of them was kind of notorious. It took me years to track down a copy, and I have not played it yet, so we're going to play it tonight. It is called Short Warp, and I do believe it's their last 3DO game. I think. I might not be. I'm not sure if I know, but it's very strange. It's very weird. Oh, hold on. I think I might have just shown boobs. It comes in this very thick case, and the reason for it, well, first of all, there's a lot of inserts, and second of all, it came with a condom because this was the time when they were really talking about AIDS prevention. If you played any compile games from that era, they've got the Act Against AIDS campaign and stuff like that. It's called Short Warp because it's a collection of mini games, and it came out very late in the life of the 3DO, and the story goes that they couldn't even print that many copies because 3DO was being phased out. So I have the case is cracked. I need to replace the case, but oh my goodness. Yeah. So it's basically like their goodbye to the 3DO collection of little mini games and things like that. It's all weird. The manual's printed with things like cut off, and some of there's a melted popsicle here. Some of it's printed upside down. It's just showing what's going. Interviews with people in their office, and then there's all this stuff about the Stop AIDS campaign. And again, this game came with a condom in there, which sadly the previous owner of this game used. I mean, good on him if he did. But um, you should also not perform voodoo on the disc. That's important. I love these things. But anyway, so it's a very rare title, and I'm lucky enough to have one that still has its spine card and everything there. It's how rare is it? Well, there were only 10,000 copies ever made, and my copy is 2,741 of 10,000. Yes, they were all hand numbered and stamped right here, which is something pretty much unheard of for video games. But yeah, it's a pretty rare title. Let's see. Vinnk is more of a cult icon than a celebrity. I don't think I'm famous enough to be cult. Maybe an icon in my own mind. But anyway, very, very, very interesting. And I have not played it yet. So I'm going to try that tonight. Maybe as the finale. We'll do that a little bit later. So anyway, that's Short Warp. So anyway, let me show you what I got for tonight. Jason says, message retracted. Okay. I thought that was weird. iPhone. Okay. Anyway, so here's, oh my gosh, what have I got? I got a sampler CD, which is probably not what we want to do tonight. I got some soccer game by Coconuts Japan, which probably we also won't do. I got a Mahjong game, the version of Great Wall, which I gotta say I like Mahjong games. I do. I just do. Just a moment. We got Trip D, which we could play because the Japanese version is different, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, this is not a Mahjong game sorry, this is like a Shanghai Mahjong game, like a Mahjong solitaire game. You already know how to play that, I'm sure. I got this weird looking Ego game. The aforementioned Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Total Eclipse, that's one of the launch titles by Crystal Dynamics, the Tomb Raider people. That might be fun. One of the few RPGs on the system, Guardian War. What was it called here? Powers Kingdom? Huh. Powers Kingdom. Oh, it's written in English right there. Powers Kingdom, which is actually made by Panasonic, which is interesting. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yep. Turn around 3DO. Some pachinko game, which I've also never played. Let's see. Hold on. Getting everything confused here. Okay. What else we got here? We've got well, we did Emmett last time, so we probably won't do Emmett today. This is the is Overdriven, which is the Japanese name of the very first Need for Speed game. That might be interesting. I've got Battle Chess, which is weird, is the only console version of Battle Chess that was released in Japan, at least that I can find. It seems all the other ports did not get released in Japan, other than the PC. How does it end on the 3DO versus the Saturn? It's pretty much exactly the same. And I got Sailor Moon. Yay, Sailor Moon. Which, it's a Sailor Moon fighting game. Okay, what should we play? Yeah, Battle Chess is a great game on any system. I quite like it, but I don't know if I want this to be a chess stream. You want to see Sailor Moon sometime tonight? Okay, I'll put it in the sometime tonight pile. What else goes in the sometime tonight pile? Total Eclipse, okay. Total Eclipse is going in the sometime pile. Okay, what else do we want? We're gonna see Short Warp. I wanna do Short Warp. Smapple. Sample. Okay, good. Were you having a stroke there? Okay. Yes. Okay. The sampler, which probably sucks. They usually do. Short Warp. Short Warp's going in there. You want to see the pachinko? Really? Okay. We'll do the pachinko. All right. Sailor Moon has a copy for Saturn? No. I mean, there was a Sailor Moon fighter for Saturn, but this one is specific to the 3DO. It wasn't ported to anything else. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do we got here? So we're looking at. So no one's interested in Need for Speed. I can understand that. Okay. What years was the 3DO active in? Oof. I mean, it was never really active. But like 90, 90, 94, 95, 96. Okay, so total. Okay, hold on. Total Eclipse was one of the launch titles, and that was the year on here? 93. But I think it was near the tail end of 93. So 93. And then Short Warp was one of the last titles. And that one was, what if there's a year on here? 96. I think there might have been one or two games released into 97, but yeah. It was pretty much done the day the PlayStation was shown off. You know, I mean, like, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, basically 93 to like 96. Okay. Let's start with that demo disc because I think that's going to be the most disappointing one. And so, like my dad always said, always start with disappointment. He didn't say that. How about a personal story? You want a personal story of 3DO? I'll tell you a personal story of 3DO. Well, it's loading. Oh, hold on. You should watch the loading screen. It's kind of cool. 3DO is not. It's a little slower than the. It's a little slower than the Sega Saturn for like clock speed because it came out before. So that makes it quite a bit slower as a CPU than the PlayStation. Oh crap! I've left a game in there. This is Coconuts Japan World Soccer. Well, there's a little bonus. You get to see a little of that. Rage Software. I remember that company. Okay, that's terrifying. How did I get into the 3DO? I bought my 3DO after the 3DO was done as a system. I paid like $50 for it. I bought it at a used toy store called Toyrific in Wisconsin, and I'm gonna pop that out right now. Oh yeah, you can pop a disc out while it's still. Hold on, let me repower that. And they had games for about $10 each, and I bought a whole bunch of games, and I quite enjoyed that. That was during the days when I was doing Saturn, and some of the first import games I ever bought. Actually, I have. Oh, we should show that. This is one of the first import games I ever bought. The Doraemons for 3DO. But my Japanese was not very good at the time, so I had a hard time figuring it out. And I bought the Sailor Moon fighting game. I bought a Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game. I guess I could show that one too. I've got that. There's a Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game. I guess I could crack that one open. That's my store. That's the store's copy, but because it was a region-free system, and I was in college, and it also had a lot of it had some adult titles as well. Anyway, let's see. Keep your expectations low because you'll never be disappointed. There you go. You got one on the cheap after it was already dead. Yes. Oh, you're interested in the Yu Yu Hakusho game? This one's on the store right now. If you wanna, maybe you don't have a 3DO. Suddenly, I just realized that not everyone in the world is. So yeah, this is the demo thing that just goes on if you just leave it on, and it has a pretty cool audio visualizer too. If I were to throw an audio CD in there, which I suppose I could. No, I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to get copyright strike on this one for putting in an audio CD. Anyway, let's see. Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm a fan of that as well. Hold on. For those who just put up the link to my store, because I got to do that every podcast, and possibly to announce paid promotion. Oh, again, I'm not promoting a company. No company is paying me for this. It's mine. So whatever. Okay. Anyway, so let's play that sampler disc. Woo! Time for disappointment. And remember, if it weren't for disappointment, I wouldn't have any appointments. Vinnk is a shill for Vinnk. That's me. All right, here we go. I can put it right here, and we can kind of see what we're playing now. Okay, so this is the sampler disc that came with a Panasonic 3DO. So when this system came out, I'm guessing this would have been right in there because this is a Panasonic 3DO that I have right here. The disc will play on any 3DO, but it was a sampler CD. And I think I popped this in once and was very disappointed by it, but let's see. Okay. Do I have Plumbers Don't Wear Ties? Yes. And second, have you watched any of the Rugby World Cup at all? Not really. I've been too busy with work. I do have Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, but it's in America right now. And it is terrible. Like, it is the worst. Wow. That's pretty incredible. Real.
リアルの世界で熱い感動と興奮 3DO インタラクティブマルチプレイヤー
All right. Let's go to the main menu. Ooh, more menu music. I do.
では 3DO 専用の CD やフォト CD 音楽 CD ビデオ CD を楽しむことができます。リアルのセクションではリアル本体の説明を行い
Yeah,
ます。
so these are all the formats that it could play. Again, you would need extra hardware for the video CD.
使い方を説明します。
But yeah, it would do CD plus G, so that's for like karaoke discs and things like that.
次の画面へ進みます。
Photo CD is a totally dead format that you can't write discs to.
C ボタンを押すとこの画面に戻ります。
I wonder if I have a photo
さあ、
CD.
方向キーでセクションを選び A ボタンを押してください。
Oh, hold on. They want us to make a selection. Let's look at this, I guess. Photo CD. Hawks or Giants? Who's your pick for Japan series? Hawks. But I have to support for Hawks as I live in Kyushu. Okay, photo CDs.
フォト CD とはイーストマンコダック社が発表した写真をデジタル記録した CD です。お近くのフォト CD 取扱店でお手持ちの写真フィルムから自分だけのフォト CD を作ることができます。
So basically, you can get your photos printed to a photo CD.
美しい写真をテレビ画面でお手軽にお楽しみいただけます。操作方法は至って簡単。フォト CD をセットするだけで自動的に1枚目の写真を表示します。A ボタンを押すと次の写真を表示します。
They sold standalone boxes. Kodak sold boxes that you could hook up to your TV to just run the CD. Also, you could run them in a Mac, a PC, a PCFX, I believe a CDI, a Saturn if you had the photo CD kit, like lots of things. Lots of different things. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, let's get out of here. I think there might be a game demo on here. Let me just see. This really feels like something that would have been like in a kiosk to like show off the machine. Just a second. Let's go back to the main menu. I think there might be a game on here. Let me just check real quick. Video CD.
このリアルでは 3DO 専用の CD によってこれまでの常識を超えたゲーム。
All right. Oh, hey, there is Batman. Okay, we got Pinball, Batman, Color Echo, or some driving thing. What are we looking at? What do we want to look at? Batman. Yeah, Batman? Really? How did they license Batman for this? I know I'm going to be disappointed. Okay. Huh. This presentation is used with permission from Warner Brothers for promotional purchases, for whatever. Is this just a Batman trailer? Heart of Ice. Is this part of the Batman, the animated series? So random!
常に美しい。安らかに眠ってくれ。私から君を奪った極楽人はやがて復讐の刃を受ける。冷たい。
This is amazing!
この暑い暑い真夏の真っ盛りに何というこ
Can
と
I
でしょう。
pause it? Okay, so I can pause the video at any time right here. I bet I can step forward and back too.
しかもまたまた狙われたのはボスタコープの関連施設で目撃者によりますとこの氷の壁を築き
Oh,
上
this
げ
is
たのは
amazing. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. But Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. I just don't want to get copyright struck. Japanese dub looks pretty good. Yeah, it does. Okay, that was not disappointing. That was better than I really would have expected for the selection Batman. Should we check out the pinball game or? Let's try the pinball game, I guess. Okay, this sampler's not as disappointing as I had recalled it being. Props. Pinball. What? It's shoot yourself in the head pinball. What? I like the leg here. This is nice. Oh my goodness. I don't, oh my goodness. All right, let's start. Okay. All right, that's pinball. Well, wow. Oh, sucked pretty bad there, yeah. This is the game they wanted to show off the 3DO with? I mean, it's fine. But I mean, this doesn't really look like anything that wouldn't have been possible on the, Mega Drive or Super Famicom. And compared to a pinball game that came out shortly after, Last Gladiators, this looks absolutely primitive. All right. All right. So anyway, that's the sampler disc. Now I was mentioning Photo CD earlier. Story time. Nobody comes here for the games. If they did, they'd be so disappointed. So, photo CDs, very cool. Photo CDs are very cool, and I'm gonna do a Famicom Dojo episode about it at some point. But anyway, you could go to your photo lab and you could get your photos developed onto a photo CD. And I think I did this one time for my photos after I went to Italy. I got them on a disc, and it was a proprietary format. So you had to install a piece of software to run them, and I'm sure probably no modern computer even runs it. But you could see your pictures, and they were very good quality, and you could order prints from the CD. And again, they don't offer that anymore, but and in Japan, it actually took off a little bit because they released all kinds of these idle CDs with. Can I show the back of this? I think I can show the back of this. I can show the back of this. But look at all the things that it would play in. It would play in the proprietary photo CD player. It would play in a PCFX, Panasonic 3DO, Sanyo 3DO, PC, NEC PC98, the FM Towns, an IBM, a Macintosh, the Panasonic Woody, whatever that is, and just a CDI, just a whole bunch of different things could play these discs, which makes them really one of the few formats that was just absolutely universal. Just anything that had the photo CD logo would play on, any photo CD device. For a Sega Saturn, you needed to use the photo CD enabler kit. I don't know if I have one handy. Which was just a boot disc, basically, just a boot disc that would allow. Let's see if I have one. I have several of them. Here we go. the Sega Saturn Photo CD operator, which is just, yeah, it's a boot disk. You just put it in first, and then you put in a photo CD. It loads up the software. And I think it also lets you read ebooks or something. It did something else. But, yeah. If you have the video CD card, some of the video CD cards had photo CD, this software on it already as well. So you might, depending on what kind of movie card you had on your Saturn, you might not need this disc. So anyway, but again, I'm going to do a video on this later, but look at these. Satoshi, this is going to blow your mind, but the first games made by Idea Factory, you know Idea Factory, IFFY, were made for the photo CD format. Look at this. Yep, that's the original Idea Factory logo. And these are games. Never heard of Idea Factory? Huh, yeah, you wouldn't. These are games that played on the photo CD format. So you could play them in anything: a Macintosh, Windows computer, 3DO, Sega Saturn, PCFX, CDI, Codex video CD player. So I've got two of them. There were very few of these, and they're pretty hard to come by. But I've got Dark Chaser and Mars Blade, and I'm going to do a Famicom Dojo video about this at one time because I can't find anything about this in English. Like nothing. Just tracking these down was really hard because they're really. So this one is a visual novel. It says it right there, and this one is kind of like a Myst-like adventure game. So that. Again, like I want to do a video on it, but I want to try to get a couple more of these so I can do the video justice. But yeah, so if you had a 3DO or if you had a PCFX, you can actually loan the game to someone who had a completely different format than you. It's such a cool idea. It's so bad that it didn't take off. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. 1995. And yeah, then Idea Factory went and they started making other games. But that's how they started. They did these things. The Panasonic Woody was a PC using Woody Woodpecker as a mascot. Of course it was. All right, you guys wanted to see Sailor Moon? What are we doing now? I don't think I can show you my photo CD. Maybe I can. I don't think there's any. See, look, E for everyone. E for everyone. There's an E right there. That one's E for everyone. Okay. All right. Sorry. Our next game we were going to do was the Sailor Moon, right? Yeah. Okay. You're going to love the opening to this. You're going to love it. Just believe me. Just going to love it. Okay. Great game. Very fun. It's based on Sailor Moon. Basically, it's a Sailor Moon Super S. No, sorry, Sailor Moon S. And it's got the characters from that. It's a fighter. Let's look at it. Not kidding. You're going to love this opening. I had a copy of this on my site for a while. It sold within like 4 minutes. I should have priced it higher. Oh well. Look at that CGI. Oh my goodness. I'm going to turn this down so I don't get copyright struck. Just wait. Wait till you see these models. Just watch. Okay, let me look good right now, but hold on. There we go. Looks good right here. They must have spent all their money right there. Some nice bullet time going in there. Sorry, I'm gonna mute the rest of this so I don't get a copyright strike. But yeah, it's kind of amazing. Yeah, she talks a little there. Yep. Okay. Now I think I put it back. All right. Press the P button.
どのモードに来るんだい？
Okay, we'll do story mode. It's not a bad game. The hit detection's a little weird, like, but it's better than the Sega Saturn 3D. It's better than the Sega Saturn fighter. It's better than the PlayStation fighter. It's the best Sailor Moon fighter outside of the. I think the best one was one of the late ones on the Super NES for like the actual best playable game. But this is my favorite Sailor Moon game. Who should I be? Who should I be? So we've got Sailor Chibi Moon. What's this? Is this Pluto? I don't know. I only watched the first couple seasons of this. So let's see. Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, Sailor... Is that Venus? Is that Venus? Jupiter? I don't know. That one's Venus. That's it. I don't know. Who should I be? Obviously the smallest. Okay. Neptune. Which one's Neptune? The one with the dark blue hair that's not Amy. Okay. This one, I guess? Yeah? All right. Third from the right. Okay, there we go. Who's my opponent? All right. And yeah, there's voices and things. It's a CD game, you know. We're going to talk to each other a bit.
セーラーネプチューン、優雅に活躍。火星に変わって、セッカンよ。
ラウンド1、ファイト。
Fight. Yeah, the graphics are good. They've got the scrolling. Kind of like Samurai Showdown does. Oh, hold on, that's a bit loud. Kind of like Samurai Showdown does with the scaling, but unfortunately it causes the frame rate to be a bit choppy, a bit slow. Wow, I just got destroyed.
勝者、セーラーマーズ。ラウンド2、ファイト。
Can't even do anything. There we go. Gonna keep kicking her in the head. There we go. Light kick for the win. Ugh. She's got a million moves. Ugh. I probably should have put the level on low.
勝者、セーラーマーズ。
Okay.
なかなかやりますわね。
Kick her to death. Yep.
言わない。
This looks like a Neo Geo game. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is 3D. Yeah, the Sega Saturn 3D Sega Saturn game has like pseudo 3D, which I think looks incredibly ugly.
厳しく書かないで、そう簡単に諦めてチャレンジしてくれ。
No, I'm not going to continue.
あらば
It's got all kinds of like neat flourishes. I really do like it. This is
どのモードにするんだい？
all right. Let's change the difficulty. The computer is super cheap. Yasashi. Okay, there we go.
どのモードにするんだい？
Try that again.
チャンピオン目指して頑張って。
And they got team battle and stuff like that. There's really it's nice. Again, there's a lot of neat little flourishes. If I remember correctly, you can unlock Super Sailor Moon on this one as well. If you beat the game. If I remember correctly. Oh wow, I am small.
おきおきよ。火星に変わって、セッカーよ。
ラウンド1、ファイト。
Now that's the move. Oh man, this is great. Punch, 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 punch. Punch, 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 punch. How do you save 3D games? It saves internally to the memory.
ラウンド2、ファイト。
Much like the Sega Saturn. I don't know if there was ever an external card, but you have to manage the memory. I think there was an external memory expansion thing, but I don't know. It's got enough memory though that, as I said, since there were no real role-playing games, the saves don't take much space. Yeah, but it's in no way a bad game.
勝者、セーラーチビムーン。
So,
わーい。
so yeah, that was a fun one. I like that. I enjoyed that game. Who developed it? This is Bandai. Bandai did this one. '95. Yep, Bandai. Oh yeah, Bandai was probably the publisher. I wonder who. Yeah, but let's see, Bandai. I'm not seeing anyone else other than Bandai listed, but I don't know. Could be someone else. Let's see. Full color manuals. I missed those. I don't see anyone else listed, so I don't know. But yeah. Fun game. If I track down another copy, I'll put one up on the store. Okay, what do you want to see next, guys? Welcome to the real world. So what we were talking about, the pachinko one. Okay. I think it's not pachinko. I think it's a pachi slot, so it's going to be more slot machine based. But yeah, this looks really, really generic. Oh wow! But look who put it out. Electronic Arts. This game was made by Nexton, but it was published by Electronic Arts, which is strange. Yeah, I don't think Angel did this one because the Angel's logo usually comes up on the loading screens and stuff, or underneath the thing. So the only thing I see listed is Bandai, but I don't know. You could check Moby Games; they'd probably have some. Nexton. I don't know if I've ever heard of this company. A lot of okay. Pachinko Simulator. Okay. I'm already regretting this one. All right. All right, we've got Pulsav, Largus, Magical Venture, I don't know, Musashi 2, Zangus, and Chuli. Or Wheelie. Oh, Wheelie, that's not a C, that's a parentheses. Wheelies. Okay, let's do Wheelies. What was the company that made this one? Nexton. Okay, Wheelie Champ. Okay, you can look at the flyer. I'm not gonna. All right, let's make some bets. How do I bet? What button makes things happen? Okay, each of the 3 buttons stops a different one of the wheels. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. So, okay. Okay, that puts my coins in. Bet, okay. Okay, that one starts the wheels rotating. And again, I can stop the wheels. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, there we go. Yep, got lots of corn. Okay, let's put in. My maximum bet is 3? That seems strange. Okay. Let's roll. Yay! I'm not gonna lie, I'm already bored. Sorry. All right. Oof. Yeah, I'm just gonna cash out my earnings right there. Thanks, Electronic Arts. Even then, you were making games that I am bored with. All right, what are we playing? We've got Short Warp here, and we've got Total Eclipse, were the ones people had mentioned before. What do you want to see? Oh man, playing that slot machine game just shed a lot of viewers. I'm sorry about that, guys. That game today, the same thing, but with loot boxes. You're right, they would have loot boxes. I'm going to put it in Total Eclipse. So let's see what a 3DO launch title looked like. Yeah, surprise mechanics. All right. I remember seeing this at a store back in 93 or 94, like, and I was blown away with how good it looked. Like, this is in the day where the rival systems were like, you know, I guess you had Sega CD was about the closest thing. I guess CDI was out, but I never really saw one of those. It wasn't this game, but it was Shockwave was the one I saw demoed that just blew my mind at the time. Because I didn't have a computer with a CD-ROM drive in it at the time. So I hadn't seen. Here's Total Eclipse. Again, just imagine it's 1993. I mean, this is just what 2 years after the Super Nintendo came out. Again, looked great at the time. Looks pretty dated now. Let's get into the game. Previews? What are the previews? Kind of interested. Sorry. The heck? Oh, hey, James. What game is this? Crystal Dynamics. The Horde! Oh, this was a good game.
In a distant and magical kingdom, a hapless servant
Whoa, the preview's all in English?
And as reward, was made knight and lord, to minister over vast tracts of land, and protect its kind and loving inhabitants from the clutches of the evil, cunning, hungry.
Oh, I enjoyed this one. It's strange that they put the English trailer on the Japanese game, though. That's strange. Is this Turn and Burn, or what is that? Crash and Burn, yeah. Oh, Orion Off-Road. Huh? Did this game ever come out? Just screenshots. Rolls out summer 1994. Orion Off-Road. I wonder if that one ever came out. I don't. Maybe it came out under a different title. Sorry, this might not be very interesting to you guys. One of my favorite Neo Geo games, Samurai Showdown 2, The Last Blade, Mark of the Wolves, and any Metal Slug. This is a preview for the game I just played. Oh, okay. This is just the beginning of the game. All right. All right, let's play the game. Round 1. So the game itself is kind of like, it actually reminds me of Cybermorph on the Jaguar, except that I think this one looks a little better. Ugh. But the cutscenes were amazing for the time. But the game itself doesn't really look that far in advance of what the Super Famicom was capable of with the Super FX chip. I mean, it's definitely a step above that, but it's not. Yeah. Yeah. Where did you learn to fly? Oh, I remember that. All right. Why they thought of making that the pack-in with the Jaguar is beyond me. Pretty bad draw distance. Like you can see, like, oh, there's nothing there. Oh, there's a mountain all of a sudden. You know. Oh, hold on. Oh, what? That's not cool. One of my cables must be loose. Oh, I think I just unplugged the power. Whoops. There we go. Anyway. Why did you learn to fly? Yeah, we're playing the Neo. We're playing the 3DO today. That's okay. Same generation. Okay, what do you want to see now? Anything fun on the 3DO? Yeah, lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff in the 3DO. There's a lot of bad stuff too, but I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff with a lot of systems. The Sailor Moon game we just played was not too bad. Road Rash. I don't have Road Rash. I have it in the United States, but I don't have it here. Did you want to see the Yu Yu Hakusho game? Or what was the other one? I mean, I'll put on Short Warp. My favorite bad game? On the 3DO? Neurodancer. It's an adult game based off Neuromancer. It's really bad, but it's deliciously terrible. All right. Should we just go right into Short Warp, or did you want to see Yu Yu? You can do whatever you guys want. Late night 18+ stream for that one. Yeah. Okay, we'll do the Yu Yu Hakusho game. Sorry, gotta crack it open. This is my favorite fighter on this system is Samurai Showdown, because it's a very, very good port. My second favorite one is this Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but this is easily my third favorite fighter. I don't actually know how many fighters are on it, but what I mean is it's good. It's good for a licensed game. This is actually one of my favorite games on the platform. Probably one of my most played games on the 3DO. My anime club used to play this. It's got a lot of cutscenes and things from the cartoon as well. Tomy, before it was Takara Tomy. Yeah, I called an anime a cartoon. These are all cartoons for children. I just have arrested development, so I never grew out of them. Anyway, I'm going to skip that, but yeah, it's very, very nice, nice video quality. I like the menus a lot. I like how they did it. Versus mode. Story mode. Okay. Hard. Normal. Hard. Fine? I'll just do normal. But yeah, there's cutscenes. 闇の力を使い富を築いた裏社会の富豪や実力者たちがそれぞれ5名の魔性の最強メンバーを集めバトルを繰り広げる史上最悪の格闘技戦である。Whoa, so violent for an all ages game. Oh, I love 80s and 90s anime. Oh my goodness. I just love it. I love how it looks. All right, setting up the story. Who should I be? Okay. I'm gonna skip this. Let's get to the characters. Okay, who should I be? There's not that many characters in story mode. I think versus mode has more. Okay, just pick, if you don't know the characters, just pick a number. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do we want to be? 4. Okay. 1. I got a 4 and a 1. 2. Yeah, everyone. Is there a random mode? Red hair. Okay, we'll play. I love that character selected. It's just you choose the character from, yeah. I mean, the Sailor Moon game probably has better graphics because it's got that scaling, but I find this one to be more playable. Oh. I wonder if this is one of the ones that supported the 6-button controller. Some games play a lot better because some of the ones, if you have only a 3-button controller, you have to actually press the select button as one of your attack buttons. I think this one was made for the three buttons though. Ouch. But yeah, good animation, good stuff. Yeah, it does look similar to the... But anyway, so once that guy's eliminated, I still have my remaining 4. And then the story mode. Again, versus mode has more characters. Do you see how his health bar is already down? You see, you if you can't beat them on the first go, this guy's a lot easier to play because he's fast. I need to get the D-pad on my controller replaced. It's really getting sticky. And then more of the story comes. チームを破った浦飯チーム。次は魔界の忍びという正体を持つ魔種使いチームとの勝ち抜き戦。視力を尽くし、ダマ、東野、魔剣を下し、いよいよ強敵、風使いのジンとの対戦になった。 But yeah, I think it is a really nice presentation. And then I get my characters back, so the battles aren't that bad. Now, but you see, since this guy was creamed last time, he'll start with half. And he'll start a bit lower too. But at least he's back. You know, that's what's cool about it. I really enjoy. I don't know. I just like how this game is put together. And again, this is a 3DO exclusive game. It was never ported to anything else. Who developed it? I'm not sure. It was distributed by Tomy, and I think they made it. I don't see any other developer listed. That might get annoying. The characters are well animated. They could probably use a few more frames of animation, but yeah, definitely a step up from the 16-bit systems. Anyway, that's Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, let's try Short Warp. I'm really kind of dying to try it. I'm tracking this one down for a while, so let's see. No idea if it's good. It's rare and it's obscure, but I'm not sure if it's good. But yeah, there are definitely good games on the 3DO. 3DO gets a really bad rap, especially for the US games. A lot of it were just FMV games and things like that. But like, I mean, it has really fantastic versions of Wing Commander games. They're really good. There are some excellent arcade ports. There's a lot to love about the 3DO. The Studio 3DO games were really good. Okay, Warp. Let's see what we got here. All right, looks like we have 9 different things here. All right, let's see. Animal. This. Oyaji Hunter. Oh, Oyaji Hunter. Oyaji, like old man hunter. Let's see. Cool. Dance Tengoku. Maybe some kind of rhythm game. I don't know. Just give me a number. Give me a number 1. Give me a number 1 through. What did it set me back? Gosh, what did I pay for this? Because it was listed as incomplete because it was missing the condom. I think I paid $40 for it. But I've seen them go a lot higher. And it has a higher serial number, but the yeah. Try 1? Okay, we'll go for 1. How do I start it? All the buttons. Oh, must be the start button. The other buttons just make noises. Okay. How much value does that condom add? A lot, I guess. Okay. Daigaku. Okay. Game start. I wonder what type of game this is. Okay. Oh, it's one of those flags. Something agite. So, agenai. Okay. All right. It's a flag. Oh dear. Now I gotta think. Okay. Booby. Oh, I hate this. Okay. It's kind of a there's a lot of these on the 3DO games. Not 3DO. PCFX. A lot of the what is it? Anime Freak discs have games like that. It's basically one step below Paper Rock Scissors. Let's see. Okay, let's do number 2, Dance Tengoku. I don't know if we're gonna do what the huh. What? Okay, let's just start. Let's just start. Okay, that's the guy from Flop on the Alien. Oh, it's kind of like a... What? Huh? Okay. Well, this is cool. I am making this music right now. Okay, so this one does that. This one brings it in. This switches it to the animated thing. This does that. Okay. And I'm making different sounds with the different buttons. Okay, that's kind of neat. Kind of incredibly weird. Okay. Yeah, this is a very... Okay, we'll do Oyaji Hunter. There's a version of Oyaji Hunter on... Dareka, help me! Nice. Do you have the Sailor Moon 3D fighting game? Yeah, we just played it. Sorry. But if you go back in the stream a little bit, you can see it. Yeah, we played it earlier. Okay. Should we play this one? I'm a little worried about what this may... That's okay. Short Warp says for all ages. This is all ages. We should be fine. We should be fine. Let's just start. Okay. Okay, how much power? Okay, how much power should we do, guys? Okay, we did. Okay, we hit him with... This is how much power we're hitting the dirty old man with. I huh? Okay. Justice punch. Okay. Did I beat him? I did it in six tries. Is that it? Oh no, we're not playing that again. Okay, Oyaji Hunter was the full game. Oh, I have to play it again. Oh Lord. So Oyaji Hunter, they made a full Mahjong game out of this, which I don't have. This is, I don't know, just some punching simulator. And I believe this exact same version was on the was found on the Trip D disc, the not the Japanese version, obviously. I mean, sorry, not the English version, obviously. Oh yeah, you need a full game of this, obviously. Oh, that wasn't very good. Partly luck, because the second one isn't based on speed. It's just kind of a random number generator. Sorry, I'm only playing this again because I can't exit. I want to get to the menu without restarting the whole thing. Okay, almost got him. Revolutionary gameplay, I know. I gotta say though, I love these random games. Like this is like Ultra Box, I think, which is another one I love. There we go. I like how when they finally get rid of the dirty old man, it just like lets you see a kind of dirty picture. So, who is the dirty man after all? Okay, exit. Okay. Okay. All right. What's this one? No regrets. No regrets. I mean, I like it because it's rare. I like it because it's warp, and I like it because it's really twisted. Okay, what is this game? These games have different years on them. Different games have different years, which is strange. Maybe these were mini games, and so this is a mini game in another one. Which robot do you like? I like, obviously, the girl. Okay, first battle. What? Okay, it's a three. Okay, it's a 3D game. I like the replay. I like that. That's kind of neat. Roundo ni. All right, how do I? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's a face ball type thing. All right, continue. Nope. Go to title. Exit. Get me out of here. Oh, I don't want to watch that again. Stop. I'm so used to the Switch where I can just. Okay. Animal Risu. Animaris. Okay. Studio is getting quite hot. Animals. Oh, Animarus. Should it be Ru or whatever? Oh, Animalis. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Oh. This is a memory game? Lucky. Okay. Oh, I'm being fed to an alligator. Is there a way I can prevent that from happening? Something's screwy with my cable. There we go. What is going on here? Something's screwy. Oh, okay. It's old cable. Well, luckily the 3DO doesn't have a proprietary cable, so you can just use any. I'm just going to watch him get eaten. I feel that that's important. Because it doesn't seem I can actually save him no matter what I do. The rope's never going up. So he's doomed either way. Okay. All right, that's animals. Nobunaga no something. It's definitely a playoff of this. This is Nobunaga no Yabu, Nobunaga's Ambition, and that's definitely very similar to that. But I'm sure there's a pun in there that I am not good enough with Japanese to understand. Am I hitting this guy too? It's the same, but just with kanji. They must really like this game. Someone really liked this style of gameplay. Got 296 left. Oh, good way to practice your kanji numbers. Oh, that was not good. Just 88 left. Hachiju Hachi. Hachiju Hachi will always be funny for me because of that Chris Farley skit. Yeah, I've had enough of that one. I bet there's a joke in there that I'm just not getting. Okay. Okay, looks like a puzzle game. Mahjong puzzler? Is it Puyo Puyo style? Maybe 3 in a row? Okay, 3 in a row. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with this one. Music's kind of annoying, but I wonder if I can connect them this way. Okay, anyway. I don't mind this game. I wonder if I can set up for combos. Let's see. Okay, combos exist. I bet there's a special rule for those pieces. Or maybe they're a garbage drop. Let's see. Ah, okay. It flips them with. Oh, that's kind of a cool rule. Oops. Okay, so the tile could be anything, and it'll flip it once you reveal. Oh, I like that. I wonder what the star tile does. I know, I'm just a sucker for puzzle games in general. Nice. Okay, so each one has different rules that need to go. Oh, this is fun. Oh yeah, these are mahjong pieces. Yeah, that's very cool. All right, I think I've had enough of this one though. But I'll play that one again. I'm just a sucker for any puzzle games. Cave and die. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, I like that one. I do. Huh. Majoris is what they call it. Okay, so the risks must be like Tetris, Animalist, Majoris, yeah. Okay, they're just playing with that whole thing. Okay. Prop on. This is the aliens from. Parara? What did I do? I definitely did something. But it's basically flop on 2, which I wonder if it ever came out for the 3DO. It might have been ported. It might have been one that got pushed to the PlayStation. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm definitely playing against the baby. Okay, this is weird. I forgot what was the condition for removing pieces. I think it's 4 touching. Let's see. Yeah, it's 4 touching. And again, not a bad puzzler. I enjoyed the original one. But yeah, that's enough of that. That's very strange. Okay, one more game on this. It says it was coming out for the 3DO. I wonder if that one did. I'll have to check into that. Okay.
Ready, go.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Down, C. The heck? C.
Ready, go.
I like how there's not even any comments. Like, people who come to my stream so expect it to be things like this that it doesn't even register. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying the music. I've played worse rhythm games. I'm not sure what the music is. It sounds like Danky Groove. The lyrics are monkey, monkey, monkey. I like the soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie. I can dance like that. Colin, I'm waiting for the video. I'm just gonna listen to the music. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here. Oh, that was the last game, so we don't need to watch any more of that. Okay. It's Short Warp is I like the puzzle games in there. The Mahjong one I quite enjoy. There's definitely weird stuff. It's definitely neat as a museum piece, just for how strange and weird it is. Yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. But it's definitely a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. Okay, was there anything else you guys wanted to see, or we can wrap up? Whew, what a day. Tired. Some stuff coming up on the shop. If anybody's interested, I'm going to be putting up kind of a neat piece, which I was keeping in my own collection for a while, but I feel I'm never going to actually play. So I've got a wizardry game. Wizardry. What number of wizardry is it? It's Langman Saga or something, whatever that is. What's very interesting about this one is, no, I don't have any more liquid. What's very interesting about this one is you can set it to English, and it's the trilogy of the first 3 Wizardry games. Yeah, it has an English mode. It's the first 3 Wizardry games. Kind of a. I'll put it aside for you, Colin, but it is a little. This one is a little expensive because it's fairly rare. But I can put it aside for it if you want. Also, I'm going to be listing. I've got a copy of Rocket League. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't able to get into it so much. So, and I've got. I'm going to put up my copy of Blaze Blue cross tag battle, because I don't know. Just it is less than $100, Colin, but it's more than most Wizardry games. Again, because a lot of people want it because it has the English on it. So I know I should consider Project Blue on Kickstarter. You mentioned it a couple times. I just don't have that kind of money right now. It looks good, but like it's $80 is a lot to pay for an NES level game. And like if I'm gonna spend that much money on a cart, I probably want one of the actual Sunsoft games. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I bookmarked it. I put the notify me when it's about to end thing, and you know me. I'm all about the impulse stuff near the end. My copy of Ring Fit Adventure should be here tomorrow, so that's when my diet starts. Not diet, exercise regimen. Is that why you needed the turbo file? Yeah, it's $60, but shipping to Japan is $20 additional on top of that. Yep. Will I play that on stream? Play what on stream? Probably not, just because this room is too small to play it in. But I'm going to be making a series of videos about Ring Fit Adventure. Let's see. What else do I have on? We did Emmett last time. But also because I wanted to start a new game and carry it across the 3 games. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to play it. I am considering pledging at the $10 level just to support the project, because I think it does look really good. And I can probably afford $10, but I'll look into it. I really love supporting these homebrew projects. I do, but I especially with the shipping being what it is, Kickstarter is kicking my butt. I don't know. Will 80s Vinnk be in them? Maybe, if I can find some sweatbands. Let's see. What else am I going to put up soon? I got a lot of games that are going up soon. I'm going to put up a copy of Shin Shinobi-Den. That's going up. Yeah, Micromage is very cool. Lupin the Third, the master file. That's going to go up as soon as I get a chance to. As soon as I get a chance to test these guys out, get them listed. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I am losing my voice. I've been overdoing it, I think. Yeah, Project Blue. Yeah, it looks considerably more advanced. It does look like a fun game. I get it's Micro Mages was cool as like a proof of concept of what you could do with the original the NROM. Yeah, drink something. I've been drinking water, but really the thing is I should probably just stop talking. But being a teacher, that makes it really hard. And right now I'm getting prepared for a presentation going up, and I'm going to be talking at an expo next month. I use my voice a lot. Drink rum. You know, I have a very nice bottle of rum that my friend from Trinidad gave me, and I should, but I don't know. I don't. To tell you the truth, I don't really drink alone. So that means you guys got to come over here. Then we can drink together. That'd be fun. Drink whiskey. I do like whiskey. I like Scotch whiskey. I know. As an American, I should be liking bourbon, but I prefer Scotch whiskey. Like a late era Sunsoft game. Yeah, definitely. Or maybe Capcom. I get some Capcom vibes from it, kind of Bionic Commando or something like that. Yeah, Colin. People we should hang out. Although my town is boring, so if people visit Japan, that go to Tokyo or something, that would give me a good reason to go. My town is super boring. The most exciting part about it is my game room. Shadow of the Ninja. Yeah, I could see that. So what are you guys playing? What are you guys playing right now? Although, this is always a dangerous question, because when I ask you guys what you're playing, you mention fun things, then I'm like, oh, I should get that. I should do another stream later. Oh. I'm probably going to put this copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga up as well at some point. Did you see the photos I posted on the Discord recently about your Vectrix? The Sean Kelly multi-card. Oh, yeah. I've been looking at your Vectrix stuff. Yeah, very cool. Does it have does that multi-cart have Dead of Night on it? That one looks really cool. And it was designed by friend of the show, Joe Grassafi. Oh yeah, the color overlay. That's very, very cool. That's very cool. Do you have the 3D? Are you going to get the Dead of Night? It does have Dead of Night. Really? That's cool. You got to tell me how it is, because it's based off a movie that a friend of the show, Joe Grassafi, made, and we did a video about one of the other games that he helped design, Conjoined. Just look on Famicom Dojo channel for the Conjoined video for the Atari 2600. It was actually a pretty fun game. So I don't have a Vectrix, so I can't try Dead of Night. Oh well, not many people are able to join these streams lately. I'm gonna maybe it's platform choices. I usually get more when I'm doing something like Famicom or something, but I had fun tonight. I hope you could see that the 3DO. Okay, maybe I didn't show the best games for showing that it was a great system, but it does have some really fun games, and especially. I like the anime license titles. We didn't get to the Doraemon game. Maybe we'll try that one another time. But that one's very interesting as well. Yeah, the 3DO is a really interesting platform. It was a very open platform too. People were able to produce adult games for it. People were able to produce video discs. People were able to make all kinds of like kind of weird, strange, and it had that cult base that again, the system never became a major hit, but some developers, like Warp, got their feet wet developing for the 3DO, and a lot of the best 3DO games got ported to other things as well. I was too young when it came on. I didn't really want one by the time it was cheap. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy one. I didn't buy one when it was a new system. I bought one afterward. Seems to lack a killer app. I guess it depends how much you like EA games. Like, for a lot of people, Wing Commander could have been that killer app. They tried to pass Gex off, and Gex is not that bad of a platformer. It's not bad. It's just not as good as a Mario or a Sonic. But they tried to make that kind of the mascot for the system. The killer app in my mind was a game called Return Fire. I don't know if anyone's ever played this. I don't know if it's on any other platform, but it's a great game. It's kind of a real-time war game. They made an expansion for it too called Maps O' Death. That was a great game for it. It had a lot of good party games on it. Zadnos, the People's Party I mentioned earlier, was a game that was supposed to be like a game show set in like a fictionalized version of Soviet Russia. We used to play this at my anime club after we got done watching the cartoons all the time. We really liked it. Yeah, that's true. Gex is on the PS1. But at the time, it was 3DO exclusive. What's another game that could be considered a killer app? I mean, they tried for a lot of things. The Daedalus Encounter. Daedalus? I don't know. It was a console exclusive for it, made by Panasonic, which had Tia Carrera, from Wayne's World, and in a full motion game that was on like 4 discs. It never really, again, full motion was kind of over by that time. Plumber's Wear Ties. Oh, it's bad. Like, the worst part about it is the menus. I tell you what. I mean, it's a choose your own adventure book, which has slightly sexy graphics. Like, it's just like, it was clearly made by like some like outsourcing thing in like Southeast Asia, because they've all the menus goes like, what will you do? It's really like, watch a playthrough video of it. Like, don't buy it. It's not. Don't ever buy it. Don't even download it. Don't even steal it. Like, just. But you can watch a video of it, and you'll be bored after 5 minutes. Yeah, it got a retail release with the box. It came in like this cardboard box, and inside there was no manual or anything. It was just this disc that didn't really everything looked like it was made in MS Paint. Oh, did he? I've never watched that one, but that's probably why everybody knows about it. I saw it at my local video store, and Hollywood Video rented 3DO games at the time, and I remember seeing that it was a 17-plus title. I was 14 at the time, and I thought, whoa. And the back art was pretty sexy, and I'm like, someday, when I get a 3DO, I'm gonna get this game. And someday I got a 3DO, and I got that game. There's games that are so bad that they're good, and there's games that are so weird that they're good, and then there's just Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is. I'm not sure if it has any redeeming merit. Like, it's not even that funny. I don't know. It just. I suppose it would be funny. The angry video game nerd would be funny because he would be making it funny. But the game itself, just yeah. We definitely enjoyed making. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks like a porn game, but I mean, there's a code you can put in to have some. Again, this was the internet was already around by this point, so yeah. The title of the game is just wrong. Yeah. In the next broadcast, I think you play Atari. I have been having the hardest time getting my 2600 hooked up to the Japanese television. Maybe I should try it with the one Satoshi gave me. But again, I just have a very hard time because it's not really meant to be hooked up to modern things. It's RF. Maybe I'll try it because I would love to play. I've got a whole stack of Atari cards here and some joysticks and things, but I haven't been. I tried for a while to get it hooked up to my CRT. It just wasn't working. Play Virtual Boy next stream. Yeah, they're making a device to allow HDMI output from the Virtual Boy, which it will be cool, actually. I think we'll get a lot more good videos of the demo scene stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to look any worse than my other things. Why does no one ever expect Satoshi Matrix? No one expects the Satoshi Matrix. His chief weapon is surprise. Yeah. Oh, what should I play next time? I'll figure something out. But yeah. Any questions, comments, concerns? Or it's a new game, Asphalt 9 on the Switch. I have it for PC. Oh yeah. No one expects this man. Thank you for getting that joke. I downloaded Asphalt 9, but I haven't played it yet. Free to play racer. What do I owe you for the Wizardry game? I gotta check back to see what I paid for it. I'll send you a message about it tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon, but I won't list it. I'll just hold it for you. And if what do you think about modding your Atari for AV output? I'd love to. I just can't. It's a simple mod. Yeah. We should. I'll think about it. I would not. Technically, AV modding, right? Like any modding right now is illegal in Japan. Did you know that? I wonder if it would be for an American system though. I don't know. Do plumbers don't wear ties? No, it's back at my parents' house in America, and there's no amount of money that's going to make me have this telephone call. Yeah, hello, Mom? Yeah, it's me. So I want you to go down to the basement right now. There's a box. It's labeled 3DO. Yeah, 3, and then, yeah, it's not a 0, it's an O. Yeah. Okay, now look in there, and I want you to dig through this. Okay? Now, in there, you're going to find something called Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. No, that's the name of the game. What type of game is it? That's you just okay. Yeah, you're looking at the box right now. No, it's not porn. No, it's not. No, I know it looks like porn. No, but really, it's very boring. It's super, super boring. Yes. So anyway, the game is boring, but a bunch of people on stream want to watch me play it. No, they don't think it's good either. No, they think it's funny that it's really bad. Yeah, okay. So could you get that? And I will send you some money to send it to Japan so that I can play it. Okay? All right. Yeah. No, that's not a call I want to have. Am I calling with my wallet? No, it's my phone case. No, I did not just call my parents to get it. No. I'm just a very good actor. All right. I'm done. No, I don't want to have that discussion with my parents. I still respect my parents. Okay. Let's see. I think that might be it for tonight. A new career for me. Well, I mean, what I do right now is essentially acting anyway. Hollywood, here I come. Yeah. Oh, I can't play Yar's Revenge if I'm on it? I don't know. I know someone released a HDMI Atari fairly recently. I wonder how that works. Anyway, I think that's all for tonight. I'll give you 1 minute now to ask any questions or comments, concerns, or pancake recipes. Otherwise, I think we'll call it a night because I'm kind of losing my voice, as you can tell. I'm going to try to play some more Fire Emblem tomorrow. Great stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what I want to do now? Let's do Game Boy next time. Let's do Game Boy again because I'm kind of excited about the new analog thing. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but I think it's going to make a lot of people excited about Game Boy again. Was the Amiga big in Japan? No, it wasn't. I don't know if I'm not even sure if it released here. Or Commodore in general. I don't think it did. I don't think Commodore, maybe as an import thing, but I don't think so. Even the Apple II was not a big thing here. It did release in Japan, but it was not a big thing. The concealed minerals for the Game Boy. Yes. How about the Game Boy Advance? I could do that. I could do both. The Retron supports whatever, so I can just do that. Well, thanks for saying you enjoyed my stream. Sorry, I'm not as Genki as I usually am. It's just work's been kicking my butt lately. We're preparing for all these presentations and Halloween events and things like that. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Yeah, we can totally do that. I wish I could find a way to hook up my Neo Geo Pocket to a TV. I would love to do a stream about that, but yeah, I love Neo Geo Pocket. I want a 3DO now? Oh my goodness, I've convinced someone to. Well, if you do get a 3DO, just make sure that it's tested before you get it, especially one of these models. There's a lot of moving parts in there, and this is my second 3DO of this type. I really love this model, but they've got some dependability issues. If you get the later one, the FC10, it seems to have better build quality. It's not as cool looking, but yeah. WonderSwan again. WonderSwan. How do I project it? I like WonderSwan though. I like WonderSwan a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I guess for any of these systems, I could theoretically do emulation. I'd feel okay with it, but like, I'd feel okay morally with it because I could show the actual cart and then but I don't know. You bought a Retron 5 thanks to me and Sean. Interesting. I like, yeah. Pandora Box 6 stream? No, I don't think so. I prefer consoles and stuff. 4DO emulator. The sequel to the 3DO. Those strange flightless birds. The WonderSwans. I don't know. I do PCFX, but I don't think there's any games on there that I have that you guys want to see. I used to have ones like Chip Chon Kick. I had Zenki for a while, and I had the Zeroigar, I don't know, whatever, the one shooter on the game, on the system, but I needed the money, so I got rid of those things. Do my kids still play the Pandora box? Not so often. My youngest daughter just started walking, so we can't play anything with buttons because she just wants to hit all the buttons and destroy things. So when she gets a little older, hold on. Here's my daughter walking. Yeah. Have you worked out how to play those SD Gundam Robot War games? Like Super Robot Tyson or something like that? Yeah, she's adorable these days. Just she's got the biggest eyes. She is just my little girl. Looks almost like she's doing sumo. Yeah, she's toddling. Yeah, they were on the Famicom. Maybe. I mean, I played one of the Super Robot Wars games on, was it Saturn or Dreamcast? I kind of, at the time, I had figured out the menus enough to play the game. I didn't understand the story very much, but it was. I used to play a lot of these games by trial and error. It was one of the ones with Avas in it. It must have been Saturn. It would be Saturn era, I think. But yeah, I brute force my way through some of these games. Now I speak a little more Japanese, but now I just don't have the time. That's the. Yes, there's the Super Robot Wars on Switch is. Yes, but the Super Robot Wars 5 on Switch has English on the cart, the Japanese version. They couldn't get the licensing to release it in the United States, but they knew a lot of fans were into it. So, yep, the Hong Kong has English versions on the previous Super Robot Wars games, but the newest one, the Super Robot Wars 5, I don't know, whatever the newest one, the one that was released a couple weeks ago, the Japanese version has English on the cart as well. Yeah, there's been a couple previous ones that had that the Hong Kong versions had English on the cart. But yeah, so which is great because before the only Super Robot Wars game that was released in the United States was one without licensed robots. But without licensed robots, what's the point? Oh, really? There's a bunch of ones for Vita as well. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I'm thinking the one that Super Robot Wars games usually go down in price quite a bit. So I'm just going to wait maybe a year and buy that one that just came out now because it's got a lot of cool robots in it and it'll be English and I can probably get it for $20 next year. So I'm in no hurry. I've got, oh my goodness, my backlog. Like this is my backlog is ridiculous. I'll get around to it someday. Yeah, you're not gonna make me care about the Vita. Nope. I really don't have a problem with the Vita, but I kind of like this meme now. Is it still unopened? No, I've opened it. It's a very cool little package. Inside it has Peach Ball, of course, but it's got a whole another cart. Whoa, English is bad. It's the Senran Kagura, massage simulator on a cart with all the DLC. Yeah. Sounds naughty. Oh, you super naughty. Wow. Super naughty. Yep. Like a stack of swimsuit games for the Saturn. Yep. Is the Japanese version only in Japanese? Yes. Unfortunately. But I gotta say, not much language is required for that game. I mean, one of them is pinball and the other is massaging. Yeah. Maybe we should have stopped the stream 5 minutes ago. Anyway, want to play some of your backlog in a stream? I would. That might be the only way I get through some of this stuff. Yeah. 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 I would actually. I would like to play some of this stream. Anyway, okay. Yeah. The standard thing of me saying I've got to go and talking for 30 more minutes, even though I'm complaining about losing my voice, is happening right now. But let's end this, and thank you everyone for showing up. I always appreciate it. Tell your friends about the stream, or I haven't gotten a new sub in 28 days, YouTube informs me. So if you know anybody who might like this, give it a recommend. Give it a recommend. That disc system hanging off the ledge gives me anxiety. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, whatever. I got another boxed one over there. Don't worry. I'm always going to be able to play disc system games. I've got that. I've got that. And no, it won't fall. It's propped up with other crap. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Okay, bye-bye.